Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at auntiederek.com. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, August 24th, and Virgo season. So happy Monday and happy Virgo season.
Ba, ba, ba.
Hey.
It's gonna be someone's birthday soon. Oh.
Okay. Beyonce. Let me
Ooh.
But with me on the mic, I have my fabulous co-host. We're going to start off with my icy chili. Hello, boo.
Hey there.
Let me get the slide. Well, first of all, let me get the slide so they can see your name. There we go. Yes. Hey, my love. Next, we have my gorgeous moon. Hey, boo.
Good morning.
Good morning, gorgeous. Next, we have the incomparable Libra queen. Hey, cutie pie.
Only because you shouted out Beyonce, will I let that whole it's Virgo season thing slide? But hey, y'all.
Look, we love the Virgo. Her, Michael Jackson. There's a lot of Virgos I like. And speaking of Virgos, I like Chaotic Cub. Hey, Chaotic Cub.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. And shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat as well. We even have another Virgo, the Jamaican Queen. Hey, girl. Well, honey, I think we got a lot has happened over the weekend, and I think we got some good OT to sip. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Tea time?
Tea time.
Tea
What is it?
time!
Tea
But no
time?
Diddy.
I'm sorry, I lost focus for a minute there. I'm sorry.
No
Tea
worries.
time, but no Diddy. Tea
And,
time, but
and
no Diddy.
it's no Diddy. I probably no Diddy's today at least. But what we will start off with is a case that we've been following quite some time. Busta Rhymes and his alleged ex-lover, Dashiell, his ex-assistant. So they've actually just settled. They've settled out of court, and you all should see I've just shared here by way of this all hip hop exclusive. Busta Rhymes settles $6 million legal war with ex-assistant for a jaw-dropping amount in major win. So let's get into it. Busta Rhymes will pay former assistant Dashiell Gables $25,000 to end their court fight over pay and claims of abuse of work. New court papers finally put a number on the deal after both sides agreed to settle earlier this year. Gables will receive two payments of $12,500, with half treated as wages and the other half covering the remainder of the deal. The money is due after a federal judge signs off on the pay part of the case. The papers name Trevor Smith, Busta Rhymes' legal name, along with Starbus LLC and Conglomerate Entertainment as the sides making the payment. The $25,000 total is far below the roughly $6 million Gable once sought over his short time working for Busta. All Hip Hop previously reported that Gables worked as Busta's personal assistant from around July 2024 until the job ended in January 2025. Gables claimed he often worked 15 to 18 hours each day, 7 days a week, while earning a flat $200 daily rate. He said those long days followed him on tour and included food runs, personal errands, and other jobs for Busta. The case grew more serious after Gables accused Busta of punching him several times inside a Brooklyn building on January 10, 2025. Gable said the argument involved work, a late food order, and his phone after his daughter tried to reach him. He claimed the alleged attack left marks on his face, sent him for medical care, and ended the job the same day. One of the strangest claims involved a clogged toilet and another assistant who worked around Busta during the same period. Gables alleged Busta ordered that worker to clear the toilet with a bare hand after saying it had not been cleaned right. Other claims accused Busta of yelling at workers, spitting on staff, making threats, and treating people around him in harsh ways. Busta denied the claims, saying Gables made them up after their brief working relationship failed and his job ended. Busta later sued Gables, alleging that his former assistant had spread false claims that damaged his reputation and business ties. He said the case cost him at least two brand deals while the fight moved through a federal court in New York. The new deal ends that two-way fight without a trial to decide whether either side proved their claims. It also says neither side admits doing anything wrong, so the $25,000 payment is not a ruling against Busta. Once Gables gets the full amount, he must drop the lawsuit for good and cannot bring the same claims again. The deal also says Gables must give up his pay claims and return private work records tied to his job. Gables also says he got all money owed for the hours he worked before signing the deal. That matters because long hours and the loss of overtime pay were a big part of his case from the start. Buster and Gable signed the $25,000 deal on May 27, 2026, putting the agreement in writing after those talks. The court still must the court still must approve the pay deal before the final papers can be filed and the case can fully close. Mhm. Listen, I know that's right. Your man hit you in the face, honey. You sue his ass and allegedly, and then you sue his ass and get the $25,000 payment split in two. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Okay, some of that answers some of the questions that I had at the beginning, but I also would like to know: is this before taxes? This is 25,000 before taxes, and is he getting his legal fees paid? Because if not, then you basically said, "Here, damn, go away. You ain't
Pretty
get
much.
shit."
I would
And
imagine.
I wonder what was brought to the table where they was like, "Stalemate, bitch," because 6 million, and I'm only leaving with 25,000. Nah, some in water ain't clean.
Was it
Or they done
25,000
made
or
up.
even 20,000? Was it
It says
20,000?
25. It says
Oh,
25,000. He
oh,
gonna get two payments
25,000.
of 12,500.
Yeah. So I feel
That
like
wasn't nothing.
they may be made up in the background, or something. I don't know, but it's just weird. It's kind of weird. But
I agree.
$200 a day, flat fee to work hella hours, no overtime, sir.
Because he wanted to stand by his man.
Stand
Allegedly.
by his
No, I
name.
thought you were gonna talk about Buster's son graduating.
No, I didn't know. I didn't read that. His son
I
graduated?
think
Oh,
so. I
God
think I
bless.
saw a picture of him with his son with a cap and gown. I mean, I kept going, but I think that's what I saw. That's sorry. I mean, you know. I said,
That's
oh, that's
not that
Buster.
funny. Woo.
I said, oh, that's Buster. Oh, okay.
My side is hurting, boo.
I mean, I did keep going, so you know, maybe my eyes saw wrong. But if so, congratulations to that young man.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a story about it. Because it says his oldest son graduated from Quinnipiac. How you say that? Quinnipiac University, but that was in May 2015.
Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe somebody used that picture to talk about this little thing. I kept going, like I said, I kept going.
Like, girl, because I can't look at too much busty, especially this thumbnail that they got right here, honey. Because I feel like them teeth about to jump out the screen and bite me, honey. I am so scared. This is crazy. But
Look, I hope he wasn't acting the way they said he was, because nigga, what? My bare hand, bitch, fuck you.
I
What?
absolutely believe he was acting that way, honey, because Buster been right. I have been reading stuff about Buster for years, honey. This is why I'm not surprised by I'm actually surprised the case went this far. And then once Buster saw that shit was getting serious and maybe some secrets were about to spill out, he was like, you know what, let me settle it. Like just like I said, here, damn. And Dasher was okay with the 25. So all that you alleged, right? You okay with a $25,000 after suing for 6 million? No, you were just trying to send a message to your man. Keep your hands off of me, okay? And
Wow.
then look, we have a comment saying he needs some D. What was the so yeah, and just like that $200 daily rate, he said those long days followed him on tour and included food runs, personal errands, and other jobs for Buster. Hmm. Personal
Mm.
errands and other jobs, huh?
Oh my God. Jesus.
Allegedly. But yes, honey. But them teeth be scaring the shit out of me, honey. I didn't. Now Buster looks good, especially for man. He's way almost 60. He looks damn good. It's just them teeth scare the shit out of me. Well, that is that on that. Shout out to Dr. Fives. Hey, girl.
Hey, Dr. Foz.
Yep, that's all I got for that one, honey. If anything else comes out, I will follow it. But like I said from the beginning, once this story broke in January of last year, I said, "Oh, baby, this ain't nothing but a lover's quarrel that got too crazy." You sitting there, like, think about it. What man is okay with in his apartment complex, right? This was in Dashiell's Brooklyn building. They were out in the lobby, and Dash was on his phone trying to look at something, and Buster got mad. You in your phone, and you not talking to me. You're a man. Oh, I got something for you. Knock. And yeah, allegedly, that's how that happened. Allegedly. Mm.
Very, very weird. Very weird.
I'm saying it like
And very alleged, because that was Auntie's imagination of how that went. I'm not saying I don't believe Auntie. I'm just saying.
when it comes to this litigious country, honey. Allegedly, allegedly. Well, speaking of litigious, honey, Trey Songz.
Ugh, ugh.
This bitch. This bitch in the chat said if he could only put his imagination to work on them title cards. Girl, fuck you. Oh,
She was like,
Listen,
oh, damn.
I'm with my Libra twin when my Libra twin is right.
don't agree with that theory.
Mhm.
Well, honey, with Trey Songz, honey. So this time he's actually not getting sued for a change. He's doing the suing. And you all should see I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Trey Songz sues promoter for over $500,000 for postponed concert. So let's get into it. Trey Songz says a Texas concert promoter left him hanging before a scheduled show, and now he's suing for more than $500,000. According to a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Trey claims his production company struck a deal with promoter Daryl Austin in April for Trey to perform at Will Rogers Auditorium in Fort Worth on August 8th. Trey's company says Austin made the first required payment, but allegedly failed to make the second installment due July 8th. Then asked the promoter then asked to postpone the concert. The suit claims Trey's team believes the promoter hadn't done enough to market the show, despite repeated offers to help, and refused the postponement request, demanding payment instead. According to the complaint, Trey was still ready and willing to perform, but Austin allegedly postponed the concert anyway, with Ticketmaster telling fans the event had been pushed back without explaining who made the call. Trey's company says the alleged breach costed more than just an unpaid fee, claiming lost meet and greet revenue, damage to his professional goodwill, and harm to future earning power. It's seeking more than $500,000 in damages, plus legal costs and anything else the court sees fit. Mhm. Oh, I could have helped you with a promotion. Whatever. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Damage to his earning power when his own representation was preceding him is crazy. That's why he postponed it, because motherfuckers was not buying no goddamn tickets because they know that he's a fucking abuser, even though it is Texas. No shit. But to be over here and say, "Oh, give me my money," because your earning power was halted, sir. No one else is booking you. You was gonna perform in an auditorium. Be fucking for real.
No, for real. He really does need to be like, and that's what the first thing I thought of when I read this story. He couldn't sell no tickets, and that's why they pretty much thought it was going to be a loss for that whoever set that up. But they were trying to postpone it to see if they can maybe market it a little bit more and do and for him to even say, "Oh, I can help," market this, and they must have said, "Well, you can market all you want, honey. It ain't gonna do nothing. Don't nobody want to buy your ticket." Allegedly. So, well, child, that is that on that, honey. We need to get to the real shit, honey. What his ass is anyway. Well, so on Friday we learned that P from Quality Control, the co-founder of Quality Control, was he had a heart attack and was sent to the ICU. Apparently, there have been reports saying that he passed away. I didn't see any of those, but his mama saw him, and his mama she had something to say about it. So you all should see I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. And QC's Pierre P. Thomas' mother claims someone is to blame for heart attack. So I'm gonna share my screen and then we're gonna watch this couple of clips. So let me share it by no jumper. Let me see here. There's P, and let's see what Mom has to say.
I'm up here on the 23rd floor in Vegas with my son. Let me straighten y'all all out. First of all, my son is not dead. No matter what my son has done to me, no matter what he's done to you, he's still my child. Okay? Now, somebody did this to him, and I know it because there's neurologically no reason. Um, Pierre is alive. Is he well? No. But don't count nobody out. You know, this happened for a reason. For all you Billy Badasses, because my son is a Billy Badass. Yeah, see, um, thing about life, we reap what we sow in this life. So, me, I'm a child of God. So, it don't matter what you did to me. I can't just walk away from my child like that, and he's incapacitated. But cut the lie. Cut the lie, because I'm the one you don't want. Cut the lie. My son is not dead. I don't know who gave TMZ that story, but cut the lie. He's healing. He's recovering. Yes, and I'm here. He's raising up like Lazarus. Okay? Cut the lie, baby.
Okay, she said he is healed, he recovering, raising up like Lazarus. Cut the line, baby. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Bringing in God while at the beginning saying that she didn't know what her son did to other people, that somebody did something to him for him to have a heart attack. It's crazy work. Also, I did hear the first I saw of the story, someone was reporting that he was dead, not anybody reputable. But yeah, that's just the nature of news. People gonna get it the fuck wrong. Girl, relax. He in there healing and he gonna rise up like Lazarus, then you be over there. Don't worry about it. Mine, don't stress yourself out about shit that's not true. Clearly, if he's still alive and finna rise up like Lazarus. But also, bringing in God, talking about you a child of God when your child not might be a child of God and been out here terrorizing people. Be careful.
And
You talking about that karma? You talking about karma and things? Baby, you might bring, you know what I'm saying? You might wake it up. The
look, and then
covering might
you
be, you
saw
know
when
what
she
I'm saying?
said, like, it don't no matter what he did to other people, and it don't matter what he did to me. So that means he done did, I guess, allegedly did some dirty stuff to his own mama too. Like, is that what
Listen,
she was?
all I know is that you over here waking it up, it might wake it up on him, and that rumor might be true sooner than you know. But anyway, God bless everybody. Amen.
What she was actually telling the truth, because TMZ actually just reported not too not too long before the show started, that he is on the mend after his heart attack. So you all should see I've just shared here by way of TMZ, Quality Control co-founder Pierre P. Thomas improving after heart attack. So Quality Control Music co-founder Pierre P. Thomas, who helped build the careers of stars including Migos, Lil Baby, and City Girls, is still recovering in the hospital after suffering a heart attack, but we're told his health is improving. A source familiar with the situation tells TMZ P is still recovering at a Las Vegas hospital where his health continues to improve. As TMZ reported, P was hospitalized Friday after suffering a heart attack and was being treated in the ICU. Quality Control Music previously told us P was receiving medical care after his hospitalization while asking fans to keep him in their prayers. P co founded Quality Control Music with Kevin Coach K. Lee back in 2013, helping build the label into a hip hop powerhouse. Good news for P and his family. Sounds like he's moving in the right direction. Yeah, good to hear. We wish him, well, I mean, I don't want nobody out here dying, so we wish him a speedy recovery. And Mama said he raising up like Lazarus, so it looks like she's telling the truth about that. Well, she said she was talking about Joey Badass. I mean, excuse me, she was talking about Billy Badasses. Let's talk about Joey Badass, honey. I was like, this news broke this morning. I was gagged, honey. So I'm about to share my screen, and y'all should see from It's On Site. Shout out to Ra Ali, my former boss. Hey, girl. But Soraya just announced that she broke off her engagement with Joey Badass because he couldn't keep his dingling to himself. Girl, let's read her whole statement, honey. This is my first time actually reading this statement in its entirety. So it says, there comes a point in a woman's life when choosing herself is no longer an option. It becomes necessary. After much thought, I have made the difficult decision to end my engagement and relationship with the father of my child, Joey. I loved deeply, believed wholeheartedly in the life we were building, and wanted nothing more than to protect our family. Unfortunately, I also had to face a painful truth. There had been repeated infidelity throughout our relationship, including during some of the most vulnerable and meaningful moments of my life. I shared this not for sympathy, retaliation, or to publicly tear anyone down. I share it because too many women are taught to question themselves before they question what is happening right in front of them. If your intuition is telling you something is wrong, listen to it. Don't make yourself smaller to keep someone else comfortable. Don't compromise your values because you're afraid of losing the future you imagined. And don't allow someone else's choices to become a referendum on your worth. Love should not require you to abandon yourself. I will always respect the fact that we share a beautiful son, and my priority will be protecting his peace, privacy, and relationship with both of his parents. For that reason, I won't be discussing the intimate details of our relationship publicly beyond what I have shared here. This chapter did not end the way I prayed it would, but endings can also be beginnings. You know what? Now, even though I think Soraya is a transphobic piece of shit, she actually did eat in this statement, honey. And a lot of women, based off of what I've been seeing, especially in my own circles, she's right. Like a lot of women do put themselves, like put their own. What was the word she used? I don't want to make yourself smaller to keep someone else comfortable. Not questioning their intuition when it's stuff is right in their face. I'm like, well, if I can see it, and I've been needing new glasses since 2020, then I know you should be able to see it. So yeah, that's that on that, honey. And can't keep his dingling to himself. Just a side note, I think I need to actually watch the last 2 seasons of Raising Kanan because my ass have not, and I've heard they were really good, but he does really well on that show as Unique. That has nothing to do with nothing, but he does really. I didn't even know he was that good of an actor until I saw him in that. So, and I guess Soraya probably found out he was a good actor. Anyway, that's that on that. Girl, let's talk about Patti LaBelle's nephew, honey, and his homeless ass ain't got nowhere to go. And you all should see, I have just shared this story here by way of TMZ. Patti LaBelle's nephew claims she kicked him out over Trump support. Good job. Let me give Patty some applause on that. Good job, girl. Yes, that's that Gemini queen. Good job, girl. Well, Patti LaBelle's nephew says the singer made him move out of her house over his support for Donald Trump, and he claims he's still getting the cold shoulder. Bill Holt took to Twitter to rant and rave about how Patty allegedly gave him the boot around Christmas in 2019 after he spent 12 years living under her roof. According to Holt, he confronted her and her family for talking about Trump being a threat, saying to them, "Why would I be afraid of Trump when you're the one who just made me homeless?" He says Patty's family instantly attacked him and kicked him out of the house. He also claimed she had an issue with him publicly talking about their life together. Holt wrote, "My punishment for using my First Amendment right this way was lifetime banishment." He says Patti LaBelle is still giving him the silent treatment, and this will apparently last the rest of my life. Why? Because no one violates and disrespects democracy and free speech more than Democrats. Holt claims he's since decided he's done with politics, but he still took other shots at Democrats in the process. We've reached out to Patty. So far, no word back. And y'all ain't gonna get no word from Patty. She already said she ain't talking to that nigga. So go ahead, Libra Queen.
Okay, so the last I checked, someone reported that motherfucker is 65 years old. You are a grown man living with an 80-plus-year-old woman, and you've been living there for over a decade, likely for free, and you're mad that she tells you to get out because she doesn't align with your politics, it be the worst ones that be believing the dumbery, who be following the blind leading the blind, the dumb leading the dumb, you know? And it just doesn't make any sense. You are retirement age, sir. Go out on your own. You're a grown man. Go out and make something of yourself.
Girl,
Go
I
out.
had to Google that. He surely is 65 freaking years old. I did not know that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, you over here calling her out because she told you she don't want you to be a leech on her life no more.
I didn't know he
Especially
was
because
that
you
old
support
either.
Trump. You're a grown man.
Overgrown.
Overgrown. They're wake it up, chill. Overgrown men. And in the midst of the Republicans that you support, you want to be a part of, they would be looking at you crazy
And
Well,
still
because
maybe
that does
one of
supporting
not
them
fit
will
their
Trump.
take him
narrative.
in.
Still supporting Trump. This is the kicker. He still
Mm,
says this man is good for the country. So yeah, enjoy your life without living off your without Patty. If
mhm,
he's so great and doing so much for you, you should be fine.
mhm. Um. Also, them people, they always talk about what's somebody's First Amendment right. Again, it is for the government so that you can't be prosecuted for what you say, not against people who say, you know what, I don't like what you said. And so we have consequences over here. There is nothing in the First Amendment that says that you should be able to say whatever you want without any repercussions. Sorry, that's not how that works. And they always use that. They always use it. It's so weird. I mean, well, it's not weird because they're dumb, but hey.
If you're living with someone for over a decade for free and you think that you have a First Amendment right to say whatever you want when you know that they probably won't align with it, well then you're a freaking idiot. That's
In
what you
their
are.
house where you're not paying no bills?
Thank you.
Ah, the ghetto.
You are as stupid as you sound.
Being 60
Baby, you
years
can have
old.
all the First Amendment rights right outside that door. Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah.
Talk about it on the sidewalk.
Hello? In the streets. Get over there.
But get the fuck out of here.
And not that you got kicked out twice. She put you out, you was around, and then the family put your stupid ass out.
Yep.
The
And I
rest of the
guarantee you ain't
family.
got nothing to show for it. Ain't got nothing stacked up to show for it. But supporting the motherfucker. You know what? Ugh. Ugh, the ghetto. Yuck. Mm. Go ahead and get your Social Security check that they trying to scrape up and cut from people. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
What check if he not working? You don't get that if you ain't got no job. And you never
Well,
had no job who you didn't put into it, you don't get nothing out of it.
65. I would hope he would have had somebody a little W-2 at one point or the other. But you know what? You're
Hmm.
right.
Hmm. He should have
Mm.
thought about that before he exercised his First Amendment.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
It's hard out here, baby.
Right. He gon'
Dumbass.
he gonna see what he gonna see the person he supports economy. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Fucking old. I mean, that old and dumb. And a black
yeah,
woman been taking care of your ass.
I got limited
Been
income.
taking care of
That
you.
first. He gonna see it first hand. Good luck
A
trying to run.
black woman been taking care of your old ass for over a decade. The fucking nerve. The fucking nerve.
And it's
We
not
have
even her child. It's a nephew. That's what's really killing me. Cause ain't no fucking way. No.
Yeah, and was this a nephew that I because I think she adopted him or something? Is that how I'm hearing it, or
I
I
don't
this
don't
is
know
an actual?
about the adoption part. I didn't. If it is
Um,
a story, I didn't read it.
I think was it her sister? Because one of her siblings died.
I'm
Or
googling
no,
the
all of
Patty
her
LaBelle.
siblings actually have died. I think she's the only one left. And so
Yep,
he
she
must
adopted
be
him. It says Patti LaBelle adopted William Bill Holt after her younger sister Jackie passed away from brain cancer in 1989.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, that
She
don't
been taking
mean she got to still take care of him. He's 65.
she been taking care of him since he was a child, and to have the motherfucking nerve,
Nerve.
the motherfucking nerve, the fucking audacity, you little bitch.
And baby, we got some comments in here that is cracking me up. So we have some Patty lyrics. If only you knew how much I do despise you. Okay, that was one. And then we have Republicans living a Democrat lifestyle. Yep. We have another that
Mm-hmm.
says fuck this homeless honey bun. And another says he can now lean on the Republican reputation policies of Republican policies as a homeless.
Yeah, start a
Mm.
GoFundMe. See how many of them help you. Since you love them so much, go on tell them Patty put you out. Start a GoFundMe. They'll help you.
And that's gonna be hard for him because you know white people love them some Patti LaBelle, honey. Whether they racist or not, they live for some Patti LaBelle.
Well, they might send him some money. Go on and start that GoFundMe, dude.
Mhm.
Since you feel so unfairly treated for exercising your First Amendment rights.
Hammy said she's 65, so she died in 89. He was 28. Is he slow? Why was he adopted?
I think it's safe to say yes, he may be slow based off of what we've been reading.
Now we broke
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
numbers.
It's a
Now we broke
possibility.
down the numbers.
It's possible.
Well,
Clearly slow.
mm, well, hopefully his slow ass
That's
can find a
he
good.
meet the demographic. He meet the demographic to be a T supporter. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, hopefully his slow ass can find a good old nice cardboard box to sit outside. I don't know. Good riddance or whatever. I don't. Bye. Well, y'all. So Hayden Panettiere's mama, she done made her way onto the talk shows now, to the morning shows.
I don't want to hear
She sure and tried to squeeze out. She tried to squeeze out some tears. But I was like, no, she didn't. Well, clearly we know who the real actress was in the family. But you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Hayden Panettiere's mom says she went numb after hearing her daughter was dead.
I mean, you could have gave a nigga a warning about that jump scare. My God.
I'm
I
sorry,
turned
I'm
my
so
head and said,
scared.
it.
"What?" She
Damn.
looked like she
Right.
crawled out of the TV. She looked like the little thing. What
Tales
was
from
that?
the Crip Head ass.
What's
Yeah.
that scary movie the girl just died from? And she crawled
The
out the
ring.
TV.
The Ring.
That's she looked like that mom. She looked like the mama of that.
Listen, it's giving Tales of the Crib, Auntie. You really could have just given us a little piece of a warning. Look like Aerosmith singer, a zombie version. Yeah.
Bitch, I was taking a drink. I almost spit my drink out. My God. She do look like Steven Tyler with the blonde in the
Damn.
damn near.
Well, let me share my screen. Let's see, because it's only about not even a minute long. Let's see what she has to say about she was on ABC, so I don't know which morning show she was on. I didn't see it live, but here we go.
How are you doing? It's a process, and I think it will probably hit me later on. I would say to the haters out there, you don't have a right to tell me how I mourn the loss of my second child.
What was that moment like for you?
I was numb. I was just numb. I just couldn't feel anything. I still am not grasping this as real. I want Hayden to be remembered for the talented, beautiful, outgoing, intelligent woman she really was. But I also want people to understand that it is my belief that she was suffering.
Yeah, she was suffering because look who she had as a mama. No shade. Or all shade intended. No, because and the stuff we was reading about her, and then like when the book came out, she was trying to speak her truth. You said, "Oh, the book ain't nothing but a money grab," and after being estranged for so many years, like she's a hater. And then she called herself trying to cry on Q. You can't cry on Q, girl. You should have had some. You should have used Hayden's acting coaches possible before while you were sitting there trying to push her to go beating in the bed with grown men allegedly. Your ass should have been taking acting courses together because now your ass can't cry on Q on Good Morning America. Talking about she was numb. No, baby, you were numb before she died, which is and we saw it. But we have a comment, stupid question to ask someone grieving. How are you doing? Yeah, like I feel you're right because like we know how you're doing. Like how are you handling this? Is probably a better. That's what I would ask.
No, don't even ask that because grief comes in for me personally. If a motherfucker asks me how I'm doing, how am I handling, no, I don't ask me nothing. Shut the fuck up. Why are you asking me questions?
Touche.
If anything, ask me, hey, what do you need? What do you need right now? Or just come in and just read the fucking room. You know the people who need hugs. You know the people who need to just be by themselves, clean up something, do something. Woo. I need people to get more comfortable and understanding of grief. But to ask a motherfucker how you doing when they just lost somebody, no matter the fact that we kiki and ha 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 because she ain't shit. But even still, the audacity. Mm,
See, this is why I love my
yeah.
legal son. I always bring a balance. I would have never, I would have never came but that was perfect. Yeah. What do you need right now during these difficult times? That's a good. We have a comment saying ABC should have asked, "Where are you getting your money now?" Shady.
Hello.
Well, that is that on that. Y'all, this next story, honey. This for the millennials, honey. Raquel Lee. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because you know, and I'm sure you've loved her on the Amanda Show. Was she the only black girl that was on the Amanda Show? Baby, she is suing Disney. And you all should see, I have just shared here by way of TMZ. Raquel Lee sues Disney over alleged sexual abuse on the Poof Point. Girl, let's get into it. Former Disney child star Raquel Lee Below says landing a role in The Poof Point turned into a nightmare, claiming she was raped and sexually assaulted by an adult employee when she was just 14. In a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Raquel claims Disney failed to protect her and instead repeatedly put her in close contact with the man she says abused her. She says Disney staffers told her to bond with the unnamed employee and spend time with him during filming in Utah in 2001, though her lawsuit targets Disney, not the individual staffers. According to the suit, the man gave Raquel alcohol in his hotel room and later demanded she return alone after she had become heavily intoxicated. And she claims that's when he raped and sexually assaulted her. She says the abuse continued during production. Crew members allegedly saw her showing up sick, vomiting, and smelling like alcohol, yet no one stepped in. Raquel also alleges the man sexually assaulted her on a flight back to California, claiming Disney booked him in first class while she was seated there without her guardian. She says the fallout quickly showed on set, with her behavior and performance changing dramatically. Instead of protecting her, Raquel claims Disney executives blamed her, with one allegedly calling her out of control and another telling her mother she had a demon inside her. Raquel says the experience wrecked her acting career and caused decades of emotional and psychological harm. She's suing Disney for negligence, claiming the company failed to properly hire and supervise its employees, and she wants unspecified damages. Girl, I have to say she looks fabulous, honey. She pretty much still looks almost the exact same back when she was on the Amanda Show. But look at these pictures they have of her butt. That is wild. So this was from last year. Look at her. She looks cute. This is from what, 3 years ago. Cute. And this is from this year. Cute. But I cannot believe, and I believe every word this happened because baby, after we learned about what went down in Nickelodeon, I believe absolutely this is happening. We know that Hollywood is full of predatory men who like young girls. We know that. So I believe every word she said in this. That she's a legend in this lawsuit. Well, I will continue to follow this and see what happens. Girl. Speaking of following, honey, that raggedy ass, tall, goofy, stupid motherfucker, Inez Cancer Freedom, sitting there following the actual women basketball players into the WNBA, trying to claim he is one, but his ass actually ended up getting kicked out with the because he went back and forth with Natasha Cloud, and this happened yesterday, I believe. But you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Ex NBA player Inez Cancer Freedom ejected from WNBA game after altercation with player. So let's get into it. Ex NBA player Inez Cancer Freedom got into a heated confrontation with WNBA star Natasha Cloud during a game, and it ended with Inez getting booted out of the arena. The drama unfolded in the third quarter of Sunday's matchup between Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever and Natasha's Chicago Sky. Natasha scored a basket before the Fever called a timeout, and then Natasha started jawing with Inez, who was sitting courtside. Inez stood up and started jawing back. He stretched out his arms and took a few steps towards the court before security stepped in and ejected him. He was wearing a black shirt that read Woman, Noun, Adult, Human, Female as he was led out of the Wintrust Arena. Video shows him on the concourse pleading his case with cops before leaving the arena. After Indiana beat Chicago 113-90, Natasha posted a message to social media saying every trans person is part of her community and she will love and protect them. In the last few weeks, Inez has picked up a lot of controversy by saying he now identifies as a woman and declaring himself eligible for the 2027 WNBA draft. Inez has been a recent voice in a huge debate within the league, most recently sparked by Indiana Fever player Sophie Cunningham, who said women should not have to face biological men in sports, calling it common sense. The WNBA blasted Inez earlier this month, saying, "We strongly denounce the bad faith efforts to use these topics to demean or marginalize others." And they actually have the clips in this article here. We can, because they're both really quick, so we can watch them both. I just shared my screen. Let's watch the first one with him getting ejected out of the game.
Anyway, Cloud finding an angle. And just like that, a 6-point basketball game. Chicago staying in it. Natasha. And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha Cloud got that bucket. She wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations surrounding the W. That is Enes W. That is Enes Kanter in the building today. And he has voiced how he's felt about the situation. Natasha Cloud voicing her opinion.
So his name is actually pronounced Enos. Rhymes with penis. Okay. Well, this is what his stupid ass was doing.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Because I was calling him Inez, honey. That's how much I don't know her.
I
But
thought it was Inez too, but whatever.
but it's penis cancer freedom, honey. Well, let's see what this penis was doing outside.
And that is the reason that they're kicking me out. This is unacceptable. Just a little bit more. Yo.
You know what? One thing I have to say that I love about being a black gay man is that I can look at something like this and say, that faggot ass nigga, and I won't get backlash. Shout out to me. Because that is a faggot right there, baby. Like a textbook dictionary word of one. Just a stupid ass, tall, worthless, faggot ass nigga. Anyway, and that's that on that. Ciao. I didn't hopefully Natasha catches his ass. I said, girl, call your goons, girl. That's what y'all need to do. Anyway, girl, this is horrible, honey. When I tell you horrible, Gervonta Davis, baby. He is horrible. Do you I have this Instagram post here. I believe it's from again, it's on site. And it tells us Gervonta mocks reports of Devin Haney's mother's passing after Haney previously trolled Tank's mom. Girl. So unfortunately, Devin Haney's mom passed away recently, I'm understanding. So rest in peace. Sorry to hear that. Condolences. But honey, Devin gave everything but not Davis, but Gervonta gave everything but condolences, honey. So this one post says, crazy how Buddy talked about my mom only for his mom to check a few weeks later. Now post that, inshallah. That's one. He goes on, poof, with the peace sign. Oh, says, oh, she's doing the same thing her son did. Went to sleep. Mm. And then this was nasty. I think he posted this during Father's Day. I'll post Tank's dad for Father's Day. Oh, this is what Devin said. I'm sorry. So I'll post Tank's dad for Father's Day since he won't. Happy Father's Day, Big Tank. Fucked up. You broke and you made him move out of that house. So that was the original one, and that's what caused Javante to clap back. This was so nasty. Oh my God. Well, that's that on that, child. Horrible. Did y'all hear about Ed Oliver's son over the weekend? Ed Oliver, he do sports. He the football player.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah, his 2-year-old son died by way of drowning at his house.
Oh no.
Yep. And they ruled it as an accident. So you
Yeah.
all should see I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Bill star Ed Oliver's son drowning death ruled accident, cops say. Well, um, the death of Buffalo Bills star Ed Oliver's 2-year-old son has been ruled accidental, and the investigation is now closed with no criminal charges, TMZ has learned. The Harris County Sheriff's Office tells TMZ its homicide division has closed the case and no charges will be filed against Ed or anyone else. As TMZ previously reported, Ed's son, also named Ed, drowned in the swimming pool at the NFL star's Texas home on June 28th. Deputies responded to a life in danger call after the boy's parents found him unresponsive in the pool. The toddler was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. Ed was seen speaking with law enforcement outside the home before breaking down in tears. News of the tragedy didn't become public until nearly 2 months later, and the way it came out drew a strong reaction from Ed's Bills teammates, star quarterback Josh Allen. Josh said he was sad and angry that a podcast revealed the death before Ed and his family were ready to share it themselves, while thanking those who knew and kept it private. Now, authorities have officially closed the case, determining the toddler's death was a tragic accident. So sad, really sad. Well, that's that on that, honey. They it was I. ugh, I'm not even gonna. I had a question, but I'm not even gonna ask because it's gonna sound insensitive. But especially, and I'm sure Mr. Oliver's going through a really difficult time right now. It has been for a couple of months now, based off of this story. But it's how does that happen? Was the 2-year-old? Never mind. Let me not.
They be wandering, child.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe the cover wasn't put back on. Whatever, they don't have one. They didn't have a fence or something like that. And that's basically how that be happening.
Yeah. I hate that it did happen.
Unfortunately. No, poor baby.
Well, this next story is going to be a whole 180. Let's talk about Jed York honey got popped for trying to buy some pussy. The owners
Oh
of
my
the 49ers got popped for trying to buy some pussy, honey. Like, damn, niggas can't even buy pussy in peace no more. And tried to allegedly spend $160 on it. He was getting him some mid, honey. He was like, I don't need a venti. Let me just get a tall, you know.
He didn't even try to go high class escort. He just spending
Mm-mm. He needed that
$160.
gutter. He needed that gutter. He
The
wanted
gutter
some gut.
butter.
Look, he wanted some freaking deaky things to pop off. You hear me?
And we have a comment in the chat saying he's buying your pussy as in mine. No, bitch, he's not. How dare you? How dare you? I am way more than 100. How dare you? Well, let's get into it. San Francisco 49ers owner Jed York landed in an Ohio jail Sunday after being arrested on suspicion of engaging in prostitution. York was busted in East Palestine and booked into the Columbiana County Jail before posting $5,000 bond. The case moved quickly from there. Prosecutors amended the original engaging in prostitution count to misdemeanor disorderly conduct before York pled no contest Monday. York also pled no contest to possessing criminal tools, a misdemeanor. A judge sentenced York to 1 day in jail on each count, served concurrently with credit for time already served, and ordered him to pay $1,150 in fines. According to WKBN, which first reported the news, York's cell phone was ordered returned to him, while $160 seized in the case was forfeited to the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force. York became 49ers team president in 2008 and is the franchise's majority owner. We've reached out to the 49ers for comment. So far, no word back. I guess until now because let's see what they have an update. It's the update say I'm seeing the update for the first time. It says the NFL tells TMZ Sports they're investigating the York arrest. We are aware of the matter, which will be reviewed under the personal conduct policy. A lead spokesperson said. Ooh,
I told you.
yep. And what my listeners don't know, so before we started recording, Chili actually mentioned like, don't they have morality clauses in like the NFL and stuff? Yeah.
Well,
Even for the owners. I mean, I guess it applies across the board.
but wait a minute. This ain't
What?
the first owner that got busted for sex work, and he still owns the team. The New England Patriots owner,
But did he
Bob.
get a
Did we talk
fine
about
or
him?
something like
Uh,
that?
I don't know if he got fined. They may fine him.
There may be some accountability. I mean, they can't take the team from him, but there's got to
Yeah,
be some accountability,
yeah. I don't
even for
remember if they
them.
did.
Well, we'll find out.
Won't we? Ooh, he said I needed that dirty, dirty. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, I don't need a Venti. I don't even need a grande. Let me just get a tall, something cute, for now to keep me through the next, $160, please. Well, that is that on that, honey. I'm gonna follow. Just another story I'll follow and keep y'all updated once I get new info. Well, speaking of other stories that we've been following, so Sada Baby, we've actually talked on the May 11th show. We discussed Sada Baby withdrawing his drug possession plea after getting rejected from the Macomb County's drug court program, which forced him to take his case to trial. We talked about that on that day. I think it was a Monday show, Monday, May 11th. Well, hun, I guess it looked like it worked out for him, the trial, because it tells us by way of all hip hop, and you all should see Sada Baby avoids hard time with light probation sentence over drugs. So let's get into it. Sada Baby walked out of a Michigan courtroom earlier last week with a light sentence that could have been way heavier. The Detroit rapper got 6 months of non reporting probation for a drug possession charge that carried a maximum 4-year prison sentence. He's also getting credit for 3 days already served in jail, which means he's basically walking free with conditions attached. The whole situation dates back to January 2025 when Sterling Heights police pulled him over at 18 Mile and Round Roads. Officers found a bag of pills in his driver's side door pocket during that stop, and those pills tested positive for oxycodone, hydrochloride, and acetaminophen. The problem was he didn't have a valid prescription for them. That initial arrest led to a felony drug possession charge for less than 25 grams, which is why he's been dealing with the case for over a year. According to CBS Detroit, Sada Baby pled no contest in March 2026 in Macomb County 16th Circuit Court in Mount Clemens. His real name is Casada Sorrell, and he's 33 years old. The no contest plea meant he wasn't admitting guilt, but wasn't fighting the charges either, which is a common move when you're trying to negotiate a better outcome. The sentencing conditions are pretty straightforward. He's got to submit to random drug screenings during his probation period, and he can't possess any weapons. Non-reporting probation means he doesn't have to check in with a probation officer regularly, which is basically the lightest version of probation you can get. For a charge that could have landed him in prison for years, this is a major win for his legal team. Sada Baby's legal situation had been hanging over his head since that initial bust, but now he can move forward with his career and life without that uncertainty. Yeah, good to know. So, oh my God, we have a comment saying, "Why does he look like that?" No shame. Leave him alone. I actually like his music. So yeah, well, that's that on that, honey. And what we got next, girl?
Is he on drugs?
Who saw the baby? Well, no, and he's not supposed to be for the next 6 months.
Then why he was he on drugs in that picture?
Possibly. I mean, they did find a
Probably.
pill. They found a pill. Possibly. Oh, we have a comment saying, absolutely, Libra Queen. Allegedly. Well, something that's not alleged, honey. Gary Owen is a piece of shit for sure. And you all should see. I have just. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Look, we kind of already knew this, honey. And I think then when we last talked about him, we learned that who was Chad Ochocinco officiated his wedding. Well, honey, you all should see. I've just shared this story here by way of people. And Gary Owen revealing some shit that he really could have kept to himself. But you all should see where it says comedian Gary Owen says he cheated on his ex, Kenya Duke, but won't cheat on his current wife for one reason. And when y'all hear what this one reason gonna be, y'all really we should have took Libra Queen's advice and just skip this story, honey. But I just need y'all to know how ain't shit Gary Owen really is. Well, matter of fact, just a quick question. Are y'all seeing like a blank screen or do y'all actually see the photo of Gary and
I see
It's
it.
blank technology said we don't need to see the
I see it.
I see it.
we don't need the demographic.
Okay, just tell us what he
demographic.
said. Is it money? Cause she got a money in the prenup or something.
no, it's because they won't having sex, girl.
They what?
They were
Oh,
not having
okay.
sex.
Okay, go ahead. All right, moving on.
He told the interviewer, and no matter if I ain't gonna read the whole story because it's bullshit. He was talking to Vlad, and he told the interviewer that he expects to be 100% faithful to his wife, Brianna Johnson. The biggest difference between this marriage and my last marriage is that we weren't intimate at all. We had sex 3 times in the last 6 years of our marriage, Owen said. Even before that, we weren't in sync in the bedroom. I'll put it like that. It's not like that with my current wife. I enjoy being intimate with her. I look forward to coming home. I've already told her, I said, look, just know the day I get home, just be ready. That's how you keep a man, he said. You're a roommate if you're not sleeping with your spouse, Owen continued. He
Okay,
then
enough. Enough.
He know how to keep a man. All right.
Enough. Enough. I've heard enough. It's enough.
I told you.
Continuing to denigrate a black woman is crazy. Yuck. But at least he know how to keep a man.
Look, wake that up, honey. You go ahead and keep him with your ass, honey. Honey. I was like, no, he did not.
Yes, he did. He's a man, and on top of that, he's a white man, and he's corny, and he was up there with the other fucking culture vulture. So it was a culture vulture summit. Fuck out of here.
I'm like, I just shook my head, honey. I'm like, really? Really? No, not even
Yeah,
gonna say
really.
really nigga, because he wants somebody to call him that, honey. I will never. Mm-mm.
I'm not surprised.
It pretty much just reduced his wife, his new current wife, Brianna. Girl, get up out of there. Reduce her to a sex toy. Gonna tell her when I get home, just be ready. That's how you keep them in.
Right, because she's just a whole with a pretty face, allegedly. Um.
Girl.
Anyways, next story.
I made a great cheesesteak yesterday. It was awesome.
It
Ooh,
was it. I know
Hmm.
that's right.
ooh, I love
I
cheesesteak.
also hope that she take him for all he got or don't got. Um. Anyway. Next story.
Hi, Slayonka.
Good day, everyone. And Quinn, I second that for everything he has and doesn't have. Okay. And if she feels good enough, I hope she snatches up her twins too. God damn it. Because what the fuck?
Get his ass. Oh, white ass.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, speaking
And
of white,
her.
there you go. Speaking of white ass, honey, Pumpkin. Y'all know Mama June's daughter who got that OnlyFans.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God. Why?
Honey, well, the reason we gonna talk about it today is because that OnlyFans honey made it sure that her daughter couldn't get into a private school. And you all should see what I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Mama June's daughter Pumpkin says her OnlyFans got her kid rejected from school. Mm-mm. Well, Mama June's daughter Pumpkin says her X-rated online presence cost her daughter a spot at a private elementary school, telling TMZ the school pulled the kid's acceptance after discovering her social media posts. Pumpkin tells TMZ she first reached out to the Georgia school about a week and a half ago and says the admission staff was initially super kind and communicative throughout the process. That changed Friday morning when Pumpkin said she received an email asking her to come to the school for a meeting with administrators. Pumpkin said she showed up with her daughter Ella, but was told to enter the meeting without her. Once inside, she says a school employee told her that they were aware of her social media presence and it did not align with the school's values. According to Pumpkin, the school told her it was withdrawing Ella's acceptance and would refund her money. Pumpkin tells us she didn't stick around to argue. I literally stood up. Well, now that I know you guys are this judgy, my child doesn't need to be here anyway. And I walked out. She says she had previously visited the school and claims no one ever raised concerns about her OnlyFans or social media content. Pumpkin tells us never once was that discussed. Everyone is entitled to their opinion 100% and it's at their discretion. But they could have made it very clear before we started this process that we wouldn't be allowed here. As TMZ previously reported, Pumpkin told TMZ's Tawanda on the TMZ podcast that her OnlyFans has been paying off big time, revealing she recently made between 14,000 and 15,000 in a single day on the platform. Seems the school is telling Pumpkin her money is no good there. Damn. I mean, but what can you
Oh,
say? It's a private school. Like,
All they
well,
did was
and
look her up.
look, I'm sure somebody's mom, one of them kids' mom, sent it over. Come on now, you know how them white folks do. They accepted you because they didn't know, but somebody brought it to their attention.
you know,
Hmm.
go ahead,
White
play
tea
on.
crack.
Yeah, I just think that they probably hadn't seen it before and was like, "Oh, that's Pumpkin," and then proceeded to look her up, and that's when they probably found it. So, I just think that one doesn't have anything to do with the other. What they didn't want was whispers going around in the school, I'm sure. But ultimately, it's her daughter who suffers, who can't now go to a school that can provide probably, maybe a better life or a better future for her. So what parents do does affect their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. And it's already starting. Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Libra Queen.
She better than me because I would have drug him to hell. Yeah, I make $14,000 a month off your husband. So bitch, fuck you and your goddamn school, ho.
Period.
And you know they down
Your
south too.
husband's paying my bills, bitch.
Yeah.
So fuck you and your uppity asses. Yeah. How about that? With your conservative values, your your traditional values,
And
bitch.
I feel like she probably would have to like go somewhere a little bit. You right, Moon. She probably gonna have to go somewhere more liberal or something because I can't imagine. And then don't like the schools, private schools probably like have a network where they discuss
Oh,
things and
I don't
people with each
know.
other?
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, depending on if it's a small town that they live in, oh, the word is already on the curb.
Mhm.
It's a wrap. Everybody know now. If they didn't, they know now.
But yeah, I'm with Slayonka. Like it's like the only person who's really hurt is the child. Like now she can't get an education, get the quality education that they were ready to pay money for, and they done gave her a refund and everything. Cup can answer that question. Cup, do private schools have a network or something where one school converses with the other?
Dragging Cup into this is kind of crazy.
Well, right now he's my only connection. 'Cause I don't know nobody else that went to private school or whose situation goes to private school. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say too much on the recorded line.
Sometimes it depends. Like depending on the area, the community is fairly small. Like I, we definitely know kids who go to other schools and parents and administrators from other schools in the area. But in terms of outside the area, the closest thing I can think of is if you're in like a Catholic school system that stretches across like states and stuff like that. But just random private school, not generally speaking.
So I
But
just looked it up, and it says that usually religious schools have a morality clause. Um, and other schools have like a code of conduct, so it can prevent them from accepting kids whose parents are specifically on OnlyFans or some type of website, even Instagram, depending on their content.
You better do like people been doing for 15 umpteen years, send them under their grandma's name.
or put some mask on in these videos with y'all nasty stuff, honey. They use the mask for a reason. No face, no case. Mm-mm.
I agree.
Well, that is that on that. Thank you, Cup. I always appreciate your insight. And honey, let me tell y'all about that Tom Cruise who got all the nerve in the world, honey. Would I tell you he tried it? So you all should see what I have to share here by way of Radar Online. It's an exclusive. Tom Cruise wants Nicole Kidman back for a Days of Thunder sequel, bitch. Really, nigga? When I tell y'all the nerve.
He want to use her to make money. This motherfucker
White men's audacity never runs
off the
empty.
scale, off the fucking
It's
scale.
never in the negative. It's never. They stay with a plentiful cup of audacity.
Not a plentiful cup.
Yes, it
The
runneth
cup
over.
runneth over.
Oh, yes, they abundance of audacity. Mm.
Girl, and do,
They,
honey.
why
And
they
it's
trying my girl? Why they trying my girl?
and what makes it so bad, like this is the film where they famously met. Like the first one where they famously met and started their relationship and all of that. And no, they really tried him. And Tom for sure definitely tried it.
I
Well,
mean, the
Mm-hmm.
way Nicole taking roles these days,
she's taking
No.
roles that, especially if it has to do with women directors and women producers, so she's very intentional about that.
uh,
Not too much on our girl.
Why?
We love her.
Wait. What you got beef with, Cup? Back up.
no, I was just playing.
But
She's popped up in a bunch of shit though lately.
Kidman is booked and busy. Nicole being Kidman
But what if she
booked.
takes the role? Then what?
Oh,
I actually hope she does, to be honest. I truly do. Just so that I will tell y'all why.
Just so she could be like, nope, you can smell it, but you can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, and bring her new man. Bring the new man
Period.
to set, honey, in his Ferrari.
Period.
Hmm.
Period.
Tom gonna say I jump off of those while they're moving.
Well, yeah, and Michael gonna be like, "Well, you go ahead and hurt yourself, okay? Have fun,
Leave Nicole Kidman alone. Why these men? Her two men. Ooh, child. They.
girl."
Mm-mm.
Look, that's how we know she a real ass bitch, honey. Can't nobody tell me nothing about based off of what I've been reading about her. Nicole Kidman is a real ass bitch, and she's a girl's girl.
I
And
mean, he asked for that one.
Relax.
He didn't
Get the
ask
fuck down.
for He didn't ask for Eyes Wide Shut, so like, come on.
Touche. Well, this starts. Tom Cruise is revving up for another lap around the track, and Radar Online can reveal he's hoping former wife Nicole Kidman will come along for the ride. With Paramount officially moving ahead with Days of Thunder 2, 36 years after the original NASCAR drama roared into theaters, Cruise, who's 64, is eager to reunite with the actress he famously met while making the 1990 film, according to a source close to the star. Um, let's cut to the chase. Is there room for Nicole Kidman to show up in Days of Thunder 2? Yes, and in terms of deal making, it's not a difficult path, said the insider. Tom apparently wants it to happen, but the ball is in Nicole and only Nicole's court. Jonathan Levine is in talks to direct the sequel, with Cruise returning as hotshot driver Cole Trickle and producing alongside Jerry Bruckheimer. Kidman, who's 59, played neurosurgeon Dr. Claire Lewicki, who fell for Cole in the original film. Their on screen romance blossomed into a real life relationship, and the pair married shortly after the film's release. They divorced in 2001 after 11 years together. Still, the source said convincing the Oscar winner to return won't be easy. Remember, Nicole's focus for the last decade has been to work with and elevate female directors and producers, and her track record with that is industry best, explained the insider. It's a big leap for Nicole to jump into a bro movie like Days of Thunder 2 for a male director from the Seth Rogen universe of frat boy comedies. Even if she's just going to do a signature on screen, one screen cameo, it has to be creatively perfect for her to do it. The source said Kidman is firmly in control of the decision. The buzz is Tom and the studio want it to happen, but this isn't 1990. Nicole is a powerful, big time producer in her own right, and nobody can strong arm her into a job she doesn't want to do. Even so, the director said the door remains open. Apparently, she hasn't officially passed yet, and the whole Days of Thunder team makes more money if she agrees to appear, even briefly, in the film. Plus, the first Days movie was her unique launchpad into stardom in America. Even if it wasn't the biggest hit at the time, everybody knew her name after that movie came out. Cruz has already acknowledged that revisiting the racing franchise has been on his mind. Last year, he revealed that he and his team were thinking and talking about a Days of Thunder sequel while developing other projects, noting that it took decades to crack Top Gun Maverick. Kidman has long looked back fondly on the movie, which grossed about $158 million worldwide. For starters, the hot and humid Florida weather did wonders for her naturally curly hair. I love my hair there. I have a very wild curly hair. That's my natural hair. Isn't that crazy? She said. So little girls out there, embrace the curl. Do not follow in my steps and straighten your hair. The biggest perk, of course, was meeting her future husband. I remember walking in. I remember being so nervous and seeing Tom Cruise drive up in a Porsche. I think it was, she recalled in 2016. He got out of the car and walked through it, and I was like, ah, my jaw dropped. Then I had to go in and audition in front of Tony Scott, she continued. Sweet Tony, producers Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer, Robert Town, and Tom. I was like, no way, I'm not gonna get this. They called that afternoon and I had the job. So these dudes got a thing for showing up in nice expensive cars in front of Nicole, honey. I know that's right. So
Look
Tom did it, and now
here.
Michael did it in a Ferrari.
Look here. The way he isolated their adopted children from her when they divorced. Fuck him. And I
Well,
hope she say no. I hope he don't get what he want. I don't want him to do. I don't want her to do it. He don't need to get what he want. Fuck him. That's where I am with that.
I absolutely. But the only reason I want her to do it just so that she can make Tom's his ass jealous, honey. You know he is
No,
a
no, please.
jealous cancer. Oh,
Be
girl.
jealous from a distance.
hmm I mean, no. I honestly, I don't think because we know that she's not somebody who is here for faking the funk, honey. She's like she sees somebody that she don't like at a party or an event. No, thank you. Like she did with Hugh Jackman allegedly. But I don't know. I feel like y'all might have to recast it and get maybe a lookalike for Nicole or something. It's
Get
plenty of
somebody
blonde
else
girls.
to do it. Get somebody else
Get
to do
somebody
it.
else to do it. Well, That is that on that. I will follow to see if because she might surprise us. She might do it. Who knows?
And cancer men have the fucking they really be having the audacity. Ugh, fucking
Girl,
leeches.
I think, because remember the last time we talked about Tom Cruise and his daughter, Suri, and he was pretty much reportedly devastated that Suri removed his last name. He doesn't like how that looks, doesn't like what he represents. I happened to look at the clip that I shared on my Instagram. Do y'all know that shit has been shared like 140 some odd times?
No. Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
girl, because I think they doing it in like the Church of Scientology. I think they they talking about me in them circles, girl.
That's fine. Fuck them too. What they always trying to get people to sign up and don't be talking about the Church of Scientology until later on. Fucking trying to get people into that fucking cult. Fuck them too.
Listen, y'all don't
They
want with me, honey.
probably
I will
keep up
call
with
Leah Remini.
any
What'd you say too?
information on their members, any kind of blog posts, or you know, keep up with content just so they can stay ahead of anything if they need to. I'm not surprised, really.
Nah, I was like, "Ooh, girl, what they doing? Who is looking at this? Why y'all sharing it? And y'all could have at least liked it when you were sharing it." Shit, motherfucker. Well, that is that on that, honey. So Simon Cowell, do y'all watch America's Got Talent, or have you watched it in a while?
No.
I yeah, I'm not really a fan. I watch the clips online or whatever, but I haven't watched like an actual show.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, in a very long time. Well, Simon won't be there for a few episodes. He getting back surgery. And the
Oh,
gag was when they said routine surgery, I thought it was talking about plastic surgery because you know he likes to be snatched and pulled back, honey. But
Child, his back is gonna be a steel rod. It's just nothing, but he is fucked up. Mm.
girl.
Another back surgery? Mm.
didn't he have
And
an accident or something?
Yeah, I think more than once too. I think it was some like e-bike accident.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I remember he claimed he accidentally stuck his penis to his best friend's wife. Mhm.
Who?
Anyway. So,
And I'm
but
sure he hurt his back doing that too.
okay. Well, Simon Cowell is going to be missing from America's Got Talent for the next couple of weeks while he undergoes a routine procedure related to his back, TMZ has learned. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Cowell is scheduled to have back surgery soon, and the producers will force him to sit out several weeks of the hit NBC show. We're told this is a routine procedure, and there is no indication of a new major health crisis. Simon has a history of back issues following a serious electric bike accident in 2020 that required surgery. It's unclear who will fill in for Simon during his absence or exactly when he'll return to the judge's table. The 66-year-old British music mogul and TV personality is best known for his brutally honest judging style on American Idol, The X Factor, and America's Got Talent. Cowell has been instrumental in creating and developing major acts, including One Direction and Fifth Harmony, cementing his reputation as one of pop music's most influential scouts. We recently caught up with Cowell in March, where he weighed in on Tom Sandoval and his band, saying he didn't see them as major record sellers, but thought they could make serious money playing weddings and parties. Cowell also revealed to TMZ he's considering putting together another boy or girl group, saying he's still looking for the next big act. We've reached out to Cowell's reps for comment. So far, no word back. Mm-mm. Well, that's that on that, honey. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
That misspeak was true. Brutal.
Who?
What I find
Oh.
very I've actually been I won't say a huge fan of Simon, but I was a huge fan of American Idol. And like I just love since the first season when it came out. And you notice how like any type of music, they always try to have a Simon like, or hell, any type of reality show that has a judges table, they always try to put one person on there who has to be brutally honest. And they pretty much like Simon was I feel like was the catalyst because I
Yeah,
can't
who?
remember seeing anything like that before him.
The only show like that they don't do it is The Voice. They don't. do that
A
cutthroat type.
pioneer, a Libra King. I know that's right. Yeah.
Oh wow, wow. The way you pivoted, okay.
He is a pioneer.
Um, Speaking of American Idol, Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson are doing a versus.
Oh, okay. Well, Jennifer Hudson must wanna lose
Why?
then. Like, what okay.
Why?
Did you say must want to lose again? Is that
I
what you said?
I did.
It did? Because why? What was the reason?
Well, why did they do Donnell and Joe? Why? What was the reason for that? What is the reason that we still getting verses?
And
What is
and
the
you
reason?
and you saw the response on that too, honey, but I didn't even watch it, but I did see a lot of posts about it. People were not feeling Donnell, honey. I was like,
Donnell. Well, Donnell ain't never been a strong singer. That was never his claim to fame. It was some good songs, but he wasn't no strong singer. And when have you seen him tour, do anything, be anywhere, any show? That nigga just rolled off the couch, took that money, and came in there and said, "This is what you get." They say he gave a Ray J performance. That's what I
mhm.
heard.
Yep,
I didn't watch it.
I saw like a minute clip of him singing one of his songs. I was like, "Ooh, baby, this is flatter than a Coke that's been left in the car." Oh,
How
girl.
many albums does J Hud have?
I don't know.
I think what,
Two,
4? Let me
four?
see.
Shit, you look. Don't give me the
I,
line.
I outside of the yeah, I can only think of like one or two singles that she had. So
Addicted to the rivers and the lakes that you use. That's TV and that's film. Okay, thanks. Amen.
Yep,
I
so she has 4 albums. So the first one, Jennifer Hudson. Then I
Listen,
Remember
when
Me
I see you alone, it's just going,
is gonna
it's
clear
like
it.
it's gonna clear half of whatever she could come up with. So we might as well just let it go. What Frozen said, let it go, let it go. Yeah.
Fantasia will sing
That's
that girl under the table each and every day. We know that already, but I'm just
Hello.
thinking about the catalog.
there's no
There is none.
honestly, I don't know why we're doing this. What's
Right.
it for?
Neither
Why are
one of
we
them, though.
embarrassing? Why are we embarrassing ourselves? Why are we doing this? Why?
And not to take away from Jennifer Hudson at all, because, she's an actual
She can
EGOT.
sing.
Yeah,
And she can sing.
she can sing her ass off, but it's like, this is a conversation we already had in 2004, and when Fantasia won American Idol, they were on the same season. Like,
I'm
we made it.
sorry for
Yeah.
2004. Okay, hello, let it go.
Yeah. I mean, and we love Jennifer. I mean, she sings all the anthems. If you need somebody to flat foot belt out some songs,
There
baby
you go.
girl got it for you.
Yeah, you call Fantasia.
Ooh.
No, you don't. You call Jennifer Hudson.
You say Fantasia, come on and take off your
N-
shoes.
No, no, no. Jennifer has got I sing the national anthem. I sing at the funerals. I sing because I can project and be loud and it's good and, you know, clean, whatever. Now, if you want a show, you call Fantasia. You want a show and somebody's singing, then we're going to get Fantasia out there.
I think it was such a missed opportunity when, The Color Purple musical came out, and, they picked Taraji, 'cause and Taraji did well in it, she did really good as Suge Avery. However, they should have brought Jennifer Hudson to be her in the movie, because she was already her on Broadway, and that would have started so, "Oh, the American Idol girls reuniting in this movie," like that. I feel like
Oh, that would have been a good opportunity.
it was, but I think Jennifer was busy with her show at the time, so probably couldn't commit to, rehearsals and filming and all that, so.
Oh, well.
Well, that's that on that, honey.
Look, Cup said, when I die, call Fantasia. Don't call Jennifer. That's what Cup just said. When I die,
On the
call
cool, on the
Fantasia.
cool,
And
on
I
the
mean it.
cool, I
I
agree.
mean it.
On the cool,
Maybe
I
she
agree.
couldn't do it because she was doing
Listen,
her
on the
show.
cool,
Maybe she wasn't
I need
available.
that
I'm
down
sorry.
home. Yeah, on the cool, I agree.
I didn't know Libra Queen was talking.
Yeah.
You
Um,
good now?
and Chill, you were saying like maybe that was probably the reason because she was busy with her show.
Yeah, it might have been a conflict, that she couldn't do it.
Mhm. Well, that's that on that, honey. Let's talk about Jay Leno and what his wife going through. I didn't know his wife was like so sick and battling dementia. Well, you all should see I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Jay Leno wants New Hampshire to recognize wife's conservatorship so he can sell property. So, Jay Leno wants courts in New Hampshire to recognize his wife's conservatorship in California so he can sell one of their New England properties, TMZ has learned. Jay says he's planning to sell some real estate he and his wife Mavis own in the Granite State, hence the reason for the filing. TMZ obtained court docs filed earlier this month where the comedian tells the court he wants to sell certain real estate located in New Hampshire that they hold as community property. The property in question appears to be a two-bed, two-bath ranch built in 1995 that he's listed for just under $400,000. Jay put it up for sale back in June. He's been Mavis's caretaker throughout her battle with dementia. The court has yet to rule. So yeah, I did not know she was going through. But honey, you know I'm a conspiracy theorist, honey. I think it was a reason for everything, and I think this has something to do with the same reason he was getting his ass beat allegedly, honey, in Autumn Brook when he allegedly fell at that what hotel he was at, honey. Not a day's in, but
Stop it. Stop
oh,
it, conspiracy theories. She's been this way. It's been this way for a long time. Way before
uh,
then.
damn. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
No, you woke it up because I had the same question. He trying to do this because he owes somebody some money. He needs some money. Mm.
It needs to fast, honey, before we do but we have a comment saying
No.
they're good people. Yeah, yep, I don't doubt that they're good people, honey, but
Well,
they're
I
good
mean,
He got
he
people.
all.
did get beat up across the street from his hotel, talking about I fell, but he got beat up. So I don't know.
He
I
got all
think he's
kind of
in
classic
some trouble.
cars. He could sell. He, I don't think this property means he's hard up for money. He got all kind of stuff he could sell. That if he
He
needed.
said, "I'm not selling no cars. Sell your mama cars."
So, yep, and he's been caring for his wife. Oh, yep. So he needs that the court to recognize that she her conservatorship so that way they can because they I guess that's how it works in court. They own the properties together and he can't sell without her, I guess say so, but she I guess technically can't say so at the moment. So
Well, not in that state. He has it where they are, but I guess he has to get it recognized where the property is.
Yeah.
He's been a conservative of her, over her for a long time.
Yeah, I think to
oh,
my knowledge, he didn't use his late night money when he was on the show. He famously only kind of used it. He just kind of tinkers around in his garage.
Jay Leno's not broke. He's worth
Yeah,
$450 million.
Right.
he could just start selling off cars if that was a
But
thing.
I
Hmm.
doubt if he will. But the thing is, he's not broke. He has 450 million. He's
Well,
no.
that's what we see, but that's not what, you never know. He could be gambling his money away. I'm going to tell you, him getting quote unquote beat up but next to that hotel when there really isn't a way to cross the street, like that whole story to me didn't add up. So either he got set up by a sex worker or he gambling and got fucked up because he ain't paying up. I'm just saying that story was weird.
well,
Your whole
he is
face
a
is all
known
bruised up,
gambler.
and you talking about you fell. Mm-mm.
He is a known gambler. So I mean,
Mhm.
That's all
but
I'm saying.
again, he he maybe he just didn't want to pay, but he got money. He got money. He got 450 million. Now wherever
Anyways,
those
he
four
finna put
hundred
that house
fifty
on. He finna put that house on sale for under 400,000. That sounds like a deal.
Well, it's
Okay.
a little ranch house. It
in
ain't
California.
fancy.
And that's
And
fishy. That's fishy for a
In
Californian to
California,
have
It's
that
not
probably.
type
in
of
no,
property.
it's
California.
in New
It's
Hampshire.
in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
was about
New
to say.
Hampshire.
I was about to say because
Oh,
that's fishy to me. And if you're selling under market in California, no, you in some trouble.
Yeah, it's not in California.
oh, if it was in California, it would have been snatched up. It would have
Mhm.
been snatched up the millisecond it was on the market for 450,000. Yeah. Oh, it's in New Hampshire. Okay.
Baby, this comment here has me hollering, honey. It says she has dementia. Good. She forgot her husband got his ass beat, and he's someone's bitch now. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, she been had
Period.
dementia, so she didn't even know. She didn't even know. She don't even know what's going on, child. She may
Mm,
not even know that's her husband.
yeah, she's had
Ooh,
dementia for quite a while, so
damn. I did
yeah.
not know this about her. So, we have a comment saying someone in here actually worked with him and met his wife several times. Nice.
So he's good people.
Okay. Good for
Girl,
him.
don't say that too loud, honey, because you might be the next person he called when he need some money.
He better tap into that 450 million he
Thank
got.
you.
Shit.
Open your
He got
checkbook.
money.
I'll give a whole speech about your ass.
Okay.
Well, my next story we have for my 90 Day Fiance fans. Remember, we just talked about on Friday how what's his name? Patrick and Thais. We learned that Patrick he made allegations that Thais cheated on him. And Thais has responded. And you all should see where it says, by way of TMZ, 90 Day Fiance, Thais Ramon fires back at Patrick Mendez's cheating allegations. And this says 90 Day Fiance star Thais Ramon is firing back at her estranged husband, Patrick Mendez's recent court claims, with her lawyer saying a motion containing inaccurate allegations about alleged marital misconduct is now being pulled. Thais' attorney, Carmen Marisol, tells TMZ a motion filed earlier last week contained inaccurate factual allegations concerning alleged marital misconduct and says Patrick's counsel has acknowledged those statements were included in error. She says both sides agreed the motion will be stricken. The development comes one day after TMZ reported Patrick claimed in court docs he discovered Thais was having an affair around April 2026 and alleged she later demanded he leave their marital home. Tice's attorney says the former couple appeared in court Friday and mutually agreed to participate in family mediation center services in hopes of resolving their custody dispute amicably. As a result, they agreed to vacate Friday's scheduled hearing. Patrick previously sought sole legal and physical custody of their 3-year-old daughter, Elise, before later requesting joint custody. Dominique Etchington, Thais' manager, tells TMZ Thais has remained focused on her daughter and has no interest in publicly battling over private family matters. Dominique adds, however, Thais won't allow false or defamatory statements to go unanswered, warning she may pursue legal remedies if inaccurate or defamatory claims about her continue to be publicly disseminated. As TMZ reported, Thais was arrested earlier this year following a domestic dispute with Patrick. Police body cam footage showed her being taken into custody. Patrick accused her of slapping him, according to the police report. That charge was later dropped. Girl, how you add an inaccuracy of somebody cheat like you once the rain falls out the sky, honey, you can't put it back up there. But I guess in the court of law, that's how they go. So now they strict the cheating allegation, Tyson's cheating allegations from the record or whatever. Child, messy. So my fans of the show, do y'all think there was a possibility she made? No, right? Because isn't he the sex addict? She's just the one with the bad temper from based off of what I heard last time. She was the one with the bad temper, but he's the one that's a sex addict.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that doesn't mean she didn't cheat. I mean,
okay.
maybe they've been at odds for a long time, and she is from Brazil. Brazil. So yeah,
Yes, honey.
I think they both have issues.
Mm-mm.
And
Well,
Patrick is pretty close to his brother, and his brother is a problem maker to me.
oh,
He gets in there and questions her like he's some kind of boss or something of her, and yeah, I she's fighting really against two men, not just one.
damn. I'm sorry to hear it. Mm.
Yeah, so I didn't see them staying together.
Mm. And based off of the comments I was getting on social media, honey, cause baby, it be a part in them comments, honey. Especially with a show that I don't really watch. I love seeing like the actual watchers comment on it because y'all be giving me the tea. And yeah, pretty much the comments were saying what you were saying, Chill. Like he's pretty much not a good person. I did not see this last, and or something else they said like that.
Mm-mm. And his brother's even worse.
Damn.
Yeah, he gave her hell when she first came to the U.S. It was, yeah.
Well, speaking of somebody who claims she's getting hell and good for her, that former Miss North Carolina, honey, Brittany Bolton House. Mm, she has plans on to because remember we talked about her saying that she was possibly suing Miss USA. Now she's actually keeping that promise. And you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Miss North Carolina USA winner sues Miss USA for defamation. So let's get into it. Brittany Bolton House is taking Miss USA to court, claiming she was stripped of her Miss North Carolina USA crown over her conservative politics, then publicly smeared as a racist and bigot. According to a lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Brittany is suing the Miss USA organization CEO Tom Broder and the operators of the Miss North Carolina USA pageant for defamation and civil conspiracy. The filing opened up with lyrics from Heated by Beyonce. Whole lot of, yeah, money, not a whole lot of patience. A whole lot of niggas been waiting. They want some time on it. Now I want to flaunt it. Panty and a bra. We can get involved, boy. Yes, y'all. She put Beyonce's lyrics in the legal filing. Anyway, her attorney, Patrick Mincy, says the case isn't about whether pageant officials had the power to dethrone Britney. It's about what she claims they did afterward. Mincy says Brittany was falsely branded a racist, homophobe, and transphobe, and claims the evidence will show her crown was really taken because of her support for Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk, along with criticism of President Biden's Transgender Day of Visibility. Brittany makes the same argument in the lawsuit, claiming pageant officials used old social media posts as cover for the real reason they wanted her gone. The docs allege Brittany's paternal, now deceased great grandfather, Antonio Sosa Figueroa, ethnically self identified all his life as a black Afro Latino Honduran, and an exhibit of his ID is submitted into the filing. As TMZ previously reported, Brittany.
Bitch, Halt, 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 halt.
Yes, girl, you heard that right. When
Mm-mm.
I tell you, I am so glad to never have to be baby. Because when you see me, you know I'm blackity black, black, black. I never have to put like anybody's my great grandfather's ID to prove that
And
I have
bitch, you
white
ain't even
blood.
black American. Okay, so you black Latino or you have black Latino ancestry.
And even
That's
then, me no black, me no black.
you're right. And then so that gave you the okay to say nigga, bitch,
Yeah,
bitch,
she needs her ass
get the
whooped
fuck out of here.
twice. I can't. What is wrong with these white folk? She white folk to
Like
me.
fuck the audacity just runneth over her. I told you. Ooh, Jesus.
Moves like hold up.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel it, Moon, for real, because that
Cause that's
shit
just
is
I know
getting
you're
out of
not gonna
hand.
play on our face. You ain't gonna play in our face. No,
And,
no, 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 no,
and we saw the stuff on this show. We saw that the screenshot of her, and they actually have it in this TMZ article what she said about the Black Lives Matter movement. When you say stuff like that about that movement, honey, baby, there's no other way anybody can brand you other than fucking racist or anti-black. Period. Like you said it. Whether the social media and they weren't that old. What were they from? Like what 10 years ago? Of that they were from 2016, I think. So, mm,
I can
well,
say that my granddaddy was a black.
she when I tell you she tried that shit and then opening the legal doc with some fucking Beyonce lyrics, like you airheaded girl. Well, it says
I
in a
hope Beyonce sues the fuck out of her for using her
Right.
lyrics.
A
wake that
cease
up.
and desist coming soon.
Hmm. Well, in the filing, a screenshot of the post where Britney had utilized the N word was included. According to Britney's defense, presented in the documents, the reason is simple. No one took offense because it was evident in 2017 and 2019 when Britney wrote those posts as a teenager. No offense was intended. Indeed, no offense was caused. Britney acknowledges making the post, but denies she's racist, homophobic, or transphobic, and says the public backlash damaged her reputation and cost her business and professional opportunities. She's seeking compensatory and punitive damages with the amount left up to her jury.
Didn't they say she said homophobic stuff? So how you not homophobic or you or transphobic? How are you not? I'm sorry. How what? Huh?
Yeah, I personally didn't see like any I saw where she said she criticized President Biden's like transgender day of visibility. I
Okay.
personally didn't see any.
Well then, okay, that part. Yeah, okay, that was the thing right there. Okay,
Mhm.
so why you criticizing if you're not transphobic?
There you go.
Huh? That don't make sense. That ain't one plus one is not six. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm. They gonna drop this shit, honey. They're gonna look at one post and be like, girl, no, go on so well. Well, that's that on that. Enough about that stupid ass girl, honey. I got three more stories left. So, this white woman, one of the few white women who actually out here doing right by black people, Mackenzie Scott.
I was just about to say, Auntie, enough. Enough.
I thought you was gonna say Miss Rachel, but yes, our other white girl that we like, Mackenzie. Hey girl.
Hey, girl. But and shout out to Miss Rachel as well. But and this is I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this story is actually a nothing burger. It's about another book that Mackenzie is writing, but is she spilling tea in the new book or what? But you all should see where I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife drops book featuring sex crazed president. So let's get into it. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife might be making a political statement with her new book, which focuses on a dystopian society led by a sex-crazed head of state. Mackenzie Scott, who was married to the Amazon founder from 1993 to 2019 and received nearly $40 billion in the company's stock when they divorced, released the latest entry in her third book titled Last Days in Two Nations: A History in 18 Minds earlier this week. Mackenzie's been releasing the book piecemeal on Substack over the last 2 weeks, which, when fully released, will reportedly be a total of 320 pages and 80,000 words. According to the New York Post, the book features two perverted leaders, one dubbed President Priss, who imagines getting service in the White House, and a South African surgeon who screws more than 20 women a week. The novel is set in a dystopian United States that has already undergone a partial fascist takeover. If you don't know, Mackenzie may not speak publicly about politics often, but her money does a lot of talking for her. She donates to causes commonly associated with liberals, like the LGBTQ plus cause, the Trevor Project, and environmental organizations such as the Ocean Resilience and Climate Alliance. As TMZ noted, this is Mackenzie's third book. She previously published The Testing of Luther Albright in 2005 and Traps in 2013, though those efforts were released through more traditional publishing houses. This is a self published effort, so for anyone who wants a raw and unfiltered Mackenzie, head on over to the Substack. I'm not going on Substack for personal reasons, but good for Mackenzie on writing this book. And she reading both President Priss and that apartheid Clyde, honey, from South Africa. So, do I want to read this? You know what? No, I'm not Cup. I don't read for fun. Let me shout out to Cup. And Cup, I'm still like, a little taken aback because that's actually not the first time I heard it. So Cup is not, he don't hand him no Kindle. He wants a book. A book he can open. Open and close. That he needs a bookmark for.
I love a book, Cup, like a real book, and I even like the smell of old books. I love it.
Y'all better work, honey. I'll take this cue.
Same.
I guess I get it, but I have no problem. When I do read, I don't mind a Kindle or using the Kindle app.
I'm a certified bibliophile and proud.
Work. And I found it very in baby TMZ, honey. They ain't want to say nothing about all the HBCUs she was donating to. They said, what her say? She been donating her money to liberal causes like the LGBTQ plus, the Trevor Project, and the Ocean Resilience and Climate Alliance. They ain't say nothing about them niggas, honey. She been so shout out to her for that, girl. Well, that's that on that. Let's see. Oh, so Gen X, come get y'all jubes. So I got a story about the Fat Boys. And I just have to say, so my aunt, she's no longer here with us. She unfortunately died when she was 36 years old, but she was born in 78. And she was the one who introduced me to the Fat Boys by way of the movie Disorderlies. And I just thought it was just so over the top and hilarious at the time. So I truly thank her for introducing me to the Fat Boys. But their fans can rejoice. They're actually getting a street in Brooklyn named after them, or had a street in Brooklyn named after them. And you should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, the Fat Boys received historic Brooklyn Street recognition. And it's actually in the neighborhood that I stayed in East New York. Ow. Well, Cool Rock Ski stood alone on a Brooklyn street that now bears his group's name, a bittersweet moment for the last surviving member of hip hop's most entertaining trio, the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys received a street co-naming ceremony on August 22nd, 2026, transforming Shank Avenue in East New York into Fat Boys Avenue to honor the neighborhood where the group first emerged in the early 1980s. What started as the Disco 3 became a cultural force that brought rap to mainstream audiences through films, crossover hits, and an infectious energy that nobody else could replicate. The group's rise through the 1980s was meteoric and multifaceted. They starred in three feature films that introduced hip hop to audiences who never heard of beatbox before: Crush Groove in 1985, Knights of the City in 1986, and their own feature film Disorderlies in 1987. Their collaboration with the Beach Boys on Wipeout in 1987 proved that rap could exist in spaces nobody thought possible, blending generations of genres in ways that felt natural rather than forced. The absence of two members at the ceremony told a story of loss that hip hop has endured repeatedly. Buff Love, the human beatbox, whose vocal percussion became the group's signature sound, died on December 10, 1995, from a heart attack at just 28 years old. He'd been battling the flu and dealing with lymphedema, complications that compounded his health struggles. Prince Markie D, the group's charismatic frontman, passed away on February 18, 2021, at age 52 from congestive heart failure, leaving only Cool Rock Ski to witness the recognition. Cool Rock Ski credited the man who shaped their entire approach to the craft. One thing about Curtis Blow, what he did was give us the education of the music industry and to always write our own rhymes, he said at the ceremony. Curtis Blow's mentorship taught them to own their sound and their words, principles that guided everything that they created. The Fat Boys didn't just make noise, they built something that lasted, something that mattered, something that earned concrete recognition in the place where it all started. I love this. If my aunt was here, she would love this too because she was a huge fan of the Fat Boys and made me a huge fan of them. So shout out to them. Well, that's that on that. And the last story I have for us today is a good one. So Trader Truth. He'll chill. I'm sure you're probably familiar with this Houston icon. I'm calling him an icon because he did something really good. Really did something that our politicians need to be out here fucking doing.
He's always in the news doing positive things. Love him.
Okay. And today makes it no different, honey, because he done went to Indiana. And you all should see I've just shared here by way of all hip hop. Trader Truth brings thousands of meals and supplies to battered Indiana. Well, Trader Truth showed up in Northwest Indiana this week with thousands of hot meals, cleaning supplies, blankets, and chainsaws, proving once again that the Houston rapper's humanitarian work extends far beyond music. The rapper and activist partnered with Operation Barbecue Relief to set up outside a Walmart on US 41 in Cherville, where they've been distributing free meals to residents still recovering from devastating storms and prolonged power outages that hit the region last week. Residents have been without power for 9 days, losing everything in the process. In times like this, it's times that people really need hope. You dealing with all kinds of problems on top of problems. So they need people like us to be out here caring and just assisting as much as we can. Trader Truth said during an interview at the relief site. This isn't Trade's first disaster response mission. The rapper has built a reputation for showing up wherever disaster strikes. He met Operation BBQ Relief during Hurricane Harvey in Houston, and the partnership has been unstoppable ever since. We're giving out at least $100,000 meals together. But what happens now, whenever a disaster hit, either they call me or I call them, and I'm gonna be pulling up. So we've done California, excuse me, we've done Carolinas, Florida, Mississippi, and now Indiana. We do everything together. So the goal now is to give at least a couple of thousand meals a day while I'm here, he explained. He's also working with Matthew 25 Ministries, a disaster relief organization that deploys supplies to affected communities. When asked what keeps him going despite his successful music career, Trey didn't hesitate. I love helping people. So uh when stuff like I just found out about the crazy thing is not enough media is covering it. It's not a lot of people that need help, but I love doing it, man. The people need it, he said. His next stop was meeting with Mayor Eddie of Gary to coordinate relief efforts across multiple areas. Trey plans to hit several neighborhoods to maximize the impact of the meals and supplies. Lo- Love to see it. Love to see it. And we need more like Trader Truth doing what the elected officials need to be out here doing. Sparkles. Well, y'all. So that was actually all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out, I always like to ask my crew, did y'all have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Oh, go ahead, Libra Queen.
I was looking for it, but did you report on Michael Wright?
I did not know. Unfortunately, he died on the weekend. I sent like the email about it because he was the what second most searched celebrity of last week. So I
Yeah,
said,
he's a
but
very
no, we
important
didn't.
to Black culture.
He was indeed, man. Let me find something. He wasn't, and if I'm not mistaken, I also think he owned a chicken spot in New York. I think that was him. Let me Google because I had if that was him, I had it, and the chicken was good. Let me see, chicken. Yup. It was called Piece of Chicken, was a popular walk-up takeout window and restaurant located at 639th Street or at 45th Street in New York City's Hell Kitchen, operated by Alberta White, the mother of the late actor Michael Wright. Uh-huh. And he used to be in the restaurant. So yeah, let me this icon, honey. And I found a TMZ article that talked about him. So and it tells us the five heartbeat star Michael Wright dead at only 70 years old. Well, actor Michael Wright, best known for his roles in Sugar Hill and The Five Heartbeats, has died in California, according to his family. His family issued a statement to TMZ saying that Wright died Wednesday in Los Angeles after he suffered heart failure coupled with complications of a rare degenerative neurological disease called, and I'm going to tear this up, but Marchi, girl, Marchiafava Bignami. Well, I know I just tore it all up. Anyway,
My scribbler can't even work on that one.
well, born in New York City in 1956, Wright spent his life devoted to acting with breaking breakthrough roles in the 1979 movie The Wanderers and the 1983 Robert Altman film Streamers. Wright also played Victor Duncan in the 1987 comedy flick The Principal with Jim Belushi and Louis Gossett Jr. Then Wright starred in perhaps his most memorable role as Eddie King Jr., the talented yet troubled lead singer in the 1991 drama film The Five Heartbeats. In 1994, Wright scored another major role as Ray Nathan Scuggs in Sugar Hill opposite Wesley Snipes. He also appeared in other notable films, including Money Talks with Chris Tucker, Point Blank with Mickey Rourke, and The Interpreter with Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn. During his nearly five-decade career, Wright also landed parts in several popular TV series such as Oz and V, the series. He is survived by his wife, Susan Wright, along with his daughter and stepchildren. Wright was 70, and may he rest in peace.
And might I add that Robert Townsend put up a lovely post that brought me to tears. It was very, very lovely, and it was a sad day that our legends are leaving us, and it's just something that we need to continue to appreciate.
I agree. Go ahead, Chili.
I had to go look at the story to see that word because I've never heard it, and I say right off the top, it's rare, right? So I looked it up. It is rare. It is a disease. You have, the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Well,
Mhm.
the corpus callosum is the connective tissue that holds those spheres together, and the disease is a degeneration of that part of the brain, the nerve fiber bundle connecting those two halves.
Jeez.
Very rare.
So that's what he had. That's what he died from.
Yeah, with, complications for it says heart failure coupled with, so it was that and heart failure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, the next piece of news. Um, the
Oh,
officer.
before
Oh,
you
go
say
ahead.
it,
Uh-huh.
yes, you did probably pronounce that correctly after I
Yeah.
read it. I'm like, go, Auntie, go, Auntie.
Go, Auntie.
All right,
Let me
go
shake my
ahead.
non-existent titties now. Ow.
Okay,
Go ahead,
ready.
gorgeous moon.
I would like to gladly announce that the officer that killed Sonia Massey in her home has died of cancer while in prison.
And
Yay.
I'm eating a chicken sandwich and I'm having potato chips with pickles on the side. Amen.
Girl,
Thank
I
you.
Sounds
just had
delish.
some good old peach cobbler. You know what? It was so good.
So delish. All
I
these
made
good things.
I made peanut butter cookies, y'all, and you remember I was talking with y'all offline and saying I wanted to try 'em with, chocolate chips? I
Yeah,
Yeah,
did.
how'd it go?
It was
and
cute. I
it
don't
was
need
You
cute.
know,
Did
you
it
know
taste
what?
like a Reese's?
No.
You know what's funny about y'all talking about y'all eating that good ass food? Because that motherfucker died of colon cancer. God bless him.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Look at that silver lining right there.
the
Okay, and I made this
irony, the
homemade
irony,
lemonade.
the irony.
Amen. With one Splenda.
Girl,
Okay,
that
not two.
that chicken sandwich sounds so good.
So good. And I'm using a new hot honey barbecue sauce.
Okay,
And it is
okay.
delicious. And it's something that I'm kind of it's my new thing now. It's good.
I want one.
Mm-hmm. I'll make you one, girl.
Okay, girl.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, this homemade lemonade is hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, for the homemade lunch.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing nice to say, so I'm just like, okay, because I don't wanna say
What you
goodwill in
having
front of
for
the court of
lunch
line.
or dinner?
Right.
What you gonna eat, Auntie?
That's a good question. I haven't even thought of it yet.
Oh, okay. We have to
Uh,
decide on something for supper.
quickly going back to because I know I came in just right after you guys talked about um Tasha Cloud and whatever that motherfucking name is. Um, this is my thing, right? Yes. So he's not doing this at no NBA game. Okay, so let's start there. Secondly, he this is on the back also of I went to a Sparks game and they threw another dildo on the court. So there's that. So then just a couple of games later, this is happening. I just feel like men are abusive in more ways than one. Um, Also, there's kids at the game, so there's that too. Like, what the fuck are we really doing? And two, anyone who steps on a court to confront any player at any time is usually banned for life coming to a game. And I have yet to hear Kathy say a goddamn thing. And Kathy is the commissioner of the WNBA, and I am calling for her job. And NECA is retiring, and I hope NECA becomes our new commissioner because Kathy does not deserve that position. Natasha has spoken about a lot of different things, more than our commissioner. We have had activists in the WNBA on more than one occasion talk about the need and necessity for people to feel safe where they are, especially at a game. And I think it's important that we all highlight this moment as for a man, okay? A biological man is what he would like to call himself, to come in here on the backs, okay, of trans women. on top of that to supposedly say that he's protecting women. I just think it's clownery. I think it's stupid. I think it makes no sense. And all it is for these fucking people to get a moment of attention. And I think we should give it to them in all the right ways, and not only booing them, but calling out the bullshit that they do. And I just think that we need to move on from that. He should be banned and never be able to come to any game at any arena because it's dangerous. And what he and also too, the problem where I think it lied is, and this is why I'm calling for Kathy's job, is because she never said anything to Sophie Cunningham about her fucking statements. And this is why this has been able to go on for so long. And now you have these dumbass men supposedly now trying to walk into a women's bathroom talking about I can. And I just, it's disheartening. It's almost making a mockery of something that is very serious. You have children, trans children, who are watching this, and it's probably not only confused, but it's probably scary for them. And especially to go to a basketball game where people are just supposed to be cheering for their fans and having a good time, and it's always going to be ruined by someone who has this type of peanut brain mentality. I appreciate y'all.
No, no, I'm with you, girl. I don't know enough about basketball, but I do know for that the lady, Kathy, that you were talking about, they did really the what was it, the commissioner, I think, or whatever the organization was. They had a
The
department that,
CBPA.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they released a statement, but she, to me, like for her to not come out and like you said, she didn't say anything to Sophie. So for her to not even come out and say anything, to me, that's like maybe she either agrees with
She's
that sentiment,
perpetuating for sure.
yeah, or she's being controlled by someone above her, maybe who agrees. I don't know, but yeah, because that was, and just like you said, it is absolutely making a mockery of a movement, with of the marginalized community, like who's like the least amount of people in the freaking world and still getting picked on. It's crazy to me.
And this is the thing, it started because Sophie said that trans women are taking biological women's jobs in the sports industry. And that is completely false. That is not true. I have yet to see a trans woman trying to come into the WNBA league and trying to play. That has yet to happen. Now, if it's happening in other countries, I don't know. But here in the US of these fucking bigot states, it's not happening. So she needs to clean that up. And Kathy needs to step the fuck up and do her fucking job. Because
Yeah,
this is
I think they got
stupid.
a couple of them in France.
That's
They
what I'm
call,
saying. If it's happening in other countries, I get it. But why the
yeah,
fuck is your MAGA ass worried about what the fuck they got going on over there?
right.
Bitch, this is where you stay at and you're so proud of. So what's your business?
That from day one, because I knew it was bullshit from day one. Because if these people, and especially these two clowns here, the penis cancer, freedom, and the other one, the one who be beating on his wife and got a restraining order from both the wife and the son, Royce White. If they
Hmm.
really wanted to like bring some attention to women's rights and stuff, they should have started right with the pay, like the most obvious thing. But they didn't. They
You,
doing some other shit.
this is my thing. If you don't have a coochie or some titties, you should not lead anything. You should be supporting. You can support, but don't lead the charge. That's not your place to lead the charge. There's plenty of women out there leading the charge for women's rights. You want to support that in every way possible? I'm okay with that. But trying to lead a charge of trans women when really that's not even your play, you're playing on words, you're playing on people's lives, you're playing on a racist, a bigot mindset, you're a homophobic mindset. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not even confusion, it's stupidity. And it's whack. It's just whack on so many levels, and it's embarrassing. And I'm sorry that the WNBA even have to deal with that, the players, because there is um a large community of LGBTQ, and it's just disheartening to see a man out of everybody, anybody, to come out there talking about women's rights. Yet you're cussing at them, you're talking shit to them at their work. This is their job. You know what I'm saying? You're going out of your way to go to arena to have the definition of a woman on your shirt. Get the fuck out of there. And another thing is they took too long trying to get that motherfucker out of there. He was able to say too much, do too much while they were trying to walk him out of there. He should have been kicked the fuck out of there. They shouldn't have even let him in due to the controversy.
With that shirt alone. Oh no, bro,
Exactly.
you can't come in here with that shit.
Exactly. Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. You know, I always love your insight about this stuff. I'm only an outsider in this world, but I love the insight from an insider. So, well, y'all, that was actually all the tea that I have for us today. And I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow, starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederik.com, hit that big green subscribe button at the top left, and join my free mailing list. I like to send you daily hugs to your inbox. And until tomorrow, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.